Sasha, aka Cassandra Freeman. So I was watching that new Fresh Prince Reduck thing, Bel Air. There's like they have like one episode free
Is it
on
good?
Peacock. That's an hour. I mean, I'm not gonna pay for Peacock to watch the rest of it, but it was fine.
I already paid for
Cassandra
Peacock.
Freeman. That's you got too much money if you're paying for Peacock. But Cassandra Freeman plays Aunt Viv, and bro, was not aware of this person, but she came on screen, and I'm expecting like an old ass Aunt Viv to play her. No, Cassandra Freeman is bad as fuck. She might be like my age. Let's see. How old are you, Cassandra Freeman?
I mean, you might totally have a nephew about that age. That's totally possible.
She was born in 78, so older than me, but black don't crack. So she is looking superb,
really
and I was a big horny watching that shit, especially with Hillary, dark skin, Coco Jones. And gonna
we're already
put
off
that
track.
in the banks. Get it, Hillary Banks for later.
Oh God. Oh God.
Look at Joey's face.
God.
Joey just called me that nigger with his eyes.
Yeah, he really did. I'll be Doctor Strange because they just dropped that crazy ass trailer, yo. Multiverse of Madness, and I'm mentioning all of this for the algorithm. So boys, thank me now.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna do something different. Before we get into Joey's introduction, we're gonna start this off by asking you to subscribe and hit all those bells for notifications. Remember to rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere else that you find us, that you listen to podcasts. Our YouTube is becoming really important to us, and we're very close to 100 subscribers, so we can change our URL from being a bunch of letters and numbers to our own. So if you can hit that bell and remember to subscribe, if we can clip this, I don't know what we can do. We got to get it. We're close. We're like 10 people away. We need to get there. Sorry, Joey.
No, not at all. I'm Joey from the National Meat Treasure Podcast.
God, the goddamn star of this show, Joseph. So let's get into it. So a conversation we had before you came on, Joe. We were talking about the Tinder swindler.
I haven't watched
it.
I haven't watched it. My wife did, and she told me a lot about it. She said it was nuts.
Can I give the synopsis with no spoilers? Because it's public information, you pieces of crap.
I'm not like people who get offended by spoilers, respectfully, suck my dick.
If it's fiction and no one has ever seen it before,
right,
I get it. But
this is a docuseries. I don't think you could spoil a documentary.
You really can't, because it's
one movie.
Yes,
it's one movie. That's it, one shot. Okay. So essentially, the Tinder swindler is about a straight up scammer from Israel who was able to con women into giving him money and credit cards in their name to him, so he could continue taking out more beautiful women with that money, and then continue the cycle over and over and over again, to the point where once they burn out, like, it's almost like no crime has been committed because
they did it willingly.
You let me use the card. You took out the loans. I didn't do it. You're the one that's defaulting on everything. And me and Justin were talking about this, and I think a lot of people have the knee-jerk reaction about being gullible and whatnot. And I'm not gonna say that like I'm gonna victim blame at all, but I don't know if personally someone would be able to catch me like that. Like, not only do I not have $25,000 in the bank for you to just like have, but it's also like, that's kind of ridiculous when it's a friend or a boyfriend, like maybe when we're together for like 10 plus years as friends, and we've shared money back and forth, and you ask something like that, and it's really kind of like an investment or something to get you back on your feet. And the thing is that he always puts it under the same pretense that he has enemies going after him because he's a part of the diamond industry, and he puts it to the point where he can't use his cards no more because they've been tracking me with these cards. And that's the whole thing. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Because Justin had an interesting take, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't think someone could catch me like that either, for the same reasons you said. Like, if we've been like talking or dating for a few months, and you're like, I got enemies, you know, and I need 25K, I'm gonna be like, damn, bro, you don't got no
That's
niggas in the hood who can help you
crazy.
out, because what do you need me? Like, what can I don't look, man.
These are like
How
regular
can I?
women too.
Right? Can I? How can I love someone that much in a few months' time to be like, I'm gonna find a way to open up a credit card or get a loan out for $25,000 for you and risk my credit? Like, I
And the thing
mean,
is,
these are white women. I know they know the value of credit. You really gonna
they
put that
do.
on the line for some
Hmm.
random man?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, love is blind.
He did it to a few people all over the world. That was
Yes.
the craziest part. It wasn't even like it wasn't a one off. And again, this is a professional like con man. So like he had his whole team. He's probably hitting everybody off. That's why they get the point that they
Damn, he
get.
had a team.
Mhm.
Wow.
His
See,
bodyguard, and then his baby mom, and then like a few other people that were always kind of like hang around. He had an entourage, and he would just go like jet setting across the world, literally, just in private jets. Show up and then buy like the whole table, buying everybody full bottles service at these exclusive clubs, and they're going to the highest like top rated restaurants, Michelin star, like everything you can imagine that is of indulgence. He did it, and like he's still not arrested. He got arrested one time, but he ain't arrested right now. So
well, I'm gonna say this. You niggas is capping because I would definitely fall for these schemes. And I'm 100% tell you why I would fall for these schemes. All right. So first of all, do not underestimate. There's a pivotal part you're leaving out of the story with the Tinder swindler, right? And
you
the
didn't
pivotal
watch it.
part is that no, I didn't watch it. I heard enough. And the main component of this is that he's taking out regular, maybe even a little higher than regular, little upper middle class women on dates that are costing single dates alone, private jets, flying around the world. She's spending 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 grand
Mm-hmm.
a night on these women over the course of like a month before he's laying this out. Now, I've been love bombed before and I caught it a little early. A lot of my friends have been caught in the love bombing. For those who don't know what love bombing is basically exactly what it sounds like. You meet somebody and they just hyper turn on the charm. They make you feel like you're the most special person in the world. They make you feel like you can really do anything, that they're really serious about you. But really, the person's doing it for themselves, right? They're not trying. They're
Right.
making it makes them feel good to make you feel good. But once the thrill, the rush is over,
Hmm.
they're out. Now, I know a lot of people who've fallen victim to this on some in a regular ass tax bracket from a 30 grand a year nigga. All right. I ain't never been in no private jet. So if my Honda Civic driving ass is all of a sudden on private jets in Dubai, getting paid for my days off, oh, take a vac.
And your
Like Drake
ass
says in all
eating
these songs, like, oh,
so.
I'll just use your vacation day, baby. Like, I'll pay for it. Here's $70,000 in the bank. And then they're doing all this and then saying, oh, I wanna start a life with you. And then suddenly this life that is in the fucking clouds that I couldn't even have imagined for myself is that a threat? And all I gotta do is let this nigga loan 25 grand. My credit score is almost 800. I could get a 25 grand loan real fast. I have 25 grand to give away. I mean, it's like retirement money, but it's there. So if I'm going to take the risk, I'm going to take the risk. You know what I mean? Especially as a woman who's like, biological clock is ticking. I'm now at a point where it's like 25 grand. Maybe I'll lose it, but also I could be giving myself and my child literally a life
Mhm.
1,000 times better than I've ever experienced. Like these women are getting the best 30 days of their entire lives by far. I would be caught up. I would drop I would drop some money on it. I would get scammed up quick.
I advise Justin saying this on the pod because uh, now you just made yourself a target. So scammers, if you're out there, go for it. I fully support it because anyone who makes themselves a full on mark, they deserve it. And
Let me be then you know what? And you know what? I support being a mark because you know what? I want those 30 days them bitches had, bro. Like I really, really do. I mean, the shit I was hearing,
I don't
the
think you
like
want
like
day
could you
31.
imagine? Like, could
You
you
got to stop.
imagine?
Like, you don't want day 31. You keep talking about day 30, but 31, when you look at your bank account after 4 or 5 days of saying of supposedly getting a check that's even more money than you've ever, and then having someone berate you on the phone. I think in day 31, you might have looked at those 30 days and said, not that good.
See, here's my thing. I mean, I just can't imagine the gymnastics my brain would do if, like, I'm here right now recording this podcast, right? Let's say I had a date after this, right? Let's just pretend that after this I'm going on a date, right? If I'm like, all right, done recording the podcast, I'm in freezing ass Michigan, I'm looking at snow, I go on this date and I tell this girl, oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to pack it in early because I gotta go to the gym tomorrow. And she says, or we can just go to France right now. I don't know what the fuck my brain would do in that situation. That sounds crazy. If somebody's like, yo, just get your if I'm about to go on a date and some girl's like, oh, by the way, bring your passport. Nigga, I might just melt. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen to me. That sounds crazy.
Hold on.
I
I
only ever been to
distinctly
Canada, my
remember.
baby.
I distinctly remember you being offered something similar not too long ago. You didn't take it. So you're full of shit. I off pod we'll talk about who it is that you told me, but you had told me that somebody had offered, somebody you were regular with, and you were just like, damn, it's kind of crazy and it's not the right time. You didn't jump. I believe it was to Mexico. It was, and you did not take the jump. They were like, let's go now.
I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to, but I know whoever you're referring to did not put me on no private jets, did not send me no money.
Well, she was gonna pay for the flight. She was paying for the flight.
Paying for a flight is a hassle, though.
Bro, shut up. Your butt could have been eaten out in San Cristobal, like drinking, like fine, like
See, that's the thing, though. Here's the thing, right? If a girl wants to fly me out right now, that's cool. But at the same time, like, I still eventually have to go back to my job. If a girl is trying to, like, literally change my fucking life, and I'm in France with her for 6 weeks or 5 weeks, whatever, and like I'm getting the treatment, and I think this is gonna last forever, I might get caught up, baby. A girl could DM me right now and say, yo, I'll fly you to fucking Mexico. I'll be like, all right, well, what do we do after those 2 days in Mexico? But if a girl says, I booked a suite for us for 3 months or something like that, even if it wasn't actually 3 months, I might get caught up. I'm a treesh, bro. I'm a fucking thotty, all right? I'm a pillow princess. If I know I'm getting taken care of, and especially me as a black man. Listen, I'm a black man. Don't nobody give a fuck about taking care of me. So if I got somebody trying to fucking slut me out in fucking Peru,
that's not true.
Hell yeah.
Listen, there's gonna be some altruistic white woman who will take care of you, no matter what you do.
Do not curse me with no fucking white women, please.
I'm just saying. don't ever tell me that it won't happen. That it doesn't exist. Don't tell me that it doesn't exist.
Look,
people care about.
Did I tell you about that woman being rude to me at the bar the other day? The white woman.
Nah, I don't think so.
Oh, I was at a bar a few weeks ago, and I was like just hanging out by myself, just having a couple of drinks, and this white woman was like offered to buy me a drink, but I was like walking out, so I was like, oh no, thank you, and she got like fucking in my face and started getting real rude, and I was like, bitch, I don't even fucking know you. Like I was like, Jesus.
Wait, she
was hot too. She was hot as fuck, and I was just like, she was already like in her late 40s, and I was like, she was good looking. But like, I wasn't trying to do nothing. I was just trying to have my little hot cocoa, whatever, alcoholic beverage, and bounce. But then she was like, "Well, sit down, have a." She was like, "Have a drink with me," and I was like, "Oh, no, thanks. I'm getting out of here, but thank you." And then she was like, "Well, fuck you then." And I was like, "All right."
Good-looking people are so bad. Are so bad at rejection. Can we be real at that? Like good-looking people are bad at rejection.
Vibes.
No. Good-looking people are bad at just taking rejection. No, good-looking people, not good-looking people, are bad at rejection.
But not good-looking women.
I don't know, man. You just described somebody who did not take it well when you said
that's an old Karen white woman.
What was she older?
White woman, period. Yeah, she was like late 40s. That was a Karen.
Why didn't I don't know. It was a day.
But I mean, that's the thing too. Like taking rejection bad as a woman versus taking rejection bad as a man. Like a man might kill you. A woman will just like tweet. Maybe. I feel like that's the worst that's ever happened to me. That's true. I rejected a girl and like they tweeted about me, and I was like, what? And I'm like, damn, you just how you take the L and then take the L public? Like you didn't. Nobody had to know. I didn't want you.
Nobody made
Like
it.
now everybody knows. Like you're a
Nobody.
weirdo. But
It's a grievance, public
It is
grievance.
a
Got to let
grievance.
the world
She's
know.
filing a complaint, like
He's
a
filing
full
a
complaint.
formal complaint with the world. This man did not want me.
I
so have
had
you ever got caught in
Wendy.
like any kind of scams, like big or small? No scam ever, not one.
Almost. I almost
I've
got
been
caught.
scammed. I've been caught in a couple scams like related to like music and shit like that.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, no,
Annoying shit. Yeah.
I was like 20 and 21 and I was really down bad about money, like really bad. And what was it? I was applying for a job and it was one of those Craigslist job and the minute I explain this, I think a lot of people remember these. They would say, okay, this is the job. It does shipping, exporting. You'll be able to work from home. And this is before work from home didn't sound as normal. It's much more sketchy. And we'll send you a check for supplies. You can cash it, and then we'll be able to move the money for you and back and forth and pay for like ridiculous, right? So I got a check. I'm like, let me try. I go to the check cashing spot just to try. And the dude was just like, "Don't. What are you doing?" I was like, "I have no idea. I have zero clue, sir. What am I doing?" And he's like,
That is nice of the check cashing guy to be
He was
like
like
Yeah.
to
check
let
fraud.
you
That's
know.
what you're doing.
yeah. He's like, "Don't do this." He's like, "Just is like you're getting caught." I was like, "Oh, okay." Again, this is right across from Queensbridge, so the man knows to help out his people in that area. Like, just because like it will
That's dope.
affect the area. So shout out to you, sir. I had
I
no
want to say
idea
the
what the fuck I was doing. It looked
I
like
want
a
to say the
real check.
closest
I got hired.
I feel like the closest I ever got to being scammed was I've definitely sat through a couple pyramid scheme job interviews, not knowing what a pyramid scheme was at the time. Y'all
Yeah.
Oh
remember
yeah,
Cutco?
Yeah.
Cutco. Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was that Cutco might have been like my first job interview. Like I just found it on Craigslist and I sat through
Yeah.
this like 6 hour thing with them trying to
Yeah.
convince us
Yep.
to like write down everyone you could possibly sell knives to and their family members. And then at the very end, they're like, all you need is a $325 deposit for these knives. And I
Mhm,
was just like,
mhm,
and
mhm.
I remember for like 2 days being like, I gotta get these $320, and I just like gave up on it because like, I mean, that was a lot of
Yeah.
money to come across in 2005.
Yeah.
But and then I was just like, and then like years later, I found out what a pyramid scheme was, and I remembered that interview, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's what was
Yeah.
going on
Multi-level
there. Okay,
marketing. That's what
Yeah.
they call them out.
That's what.
LML.
Yeah.
It,
MLM.
and
Yeah.
I
there's
just
a
I
had a
lot
job
of
interview like
jobs
that
that
too.
turn into that. Like there, and
Yes.
they can be like as a salesperson, you can fall for those, and there's jobs that kind of like mimic them, which is always what's kind of wild about that world. Like you can fall into that. Like I was working for a place that was doing community solar, and they were legit. Everything was legit, but they were trying to copy that model. Like they would just hire a body and be like, "Hey, why don't you sign up right now?" Oh, and hey, why don't you sign up your friend right now and go like and then burn those people, right? Like basically either not pay them the full amount or they get tired of say hearing no. And yeah, it was just like that same multi-level marketing where you get 5 people, and then you get another 5, get those 5 people to do 5 people each, and it's just like it's so fucking terrible. It always
So with
is.
that being said, we're starting a national meat treasure multi-level marketing scheme. If you want to work with a national meat treasure, just send us a check for $1,000.
We'll flip that shit, make that at least $2,000, and then you get to work with us for free. But as long as you get 5 people, you'll get 5,000 because they'll be kicking up a
Oh,
thousand.
bro, I remember. So there was this girl I was hooking up with, like I don't know. I want to say like 7 years ago, something crazy. And she had this friend. Fuck, I want to shout his name out because I like it was some white boy, but like this white boy, like he was caught up. So he like me and this girl were hanging out, and I remember this dude calls like he's going through like he's about to get shot. Like he's like going through it. He's like crying. He's like, I'm going through so much. I just need somebody to talk to. Da, 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 da. I'm over here with this girl thinking, yo, I'm like, yo, this nigga's just trying to fuck you. You know that, right? And she's like, no, because he knows he knows you're here and he like needs me right now. So like, do you want to just go hang out with him? And I was like, all right, fine, because we were like gonna go kind of in that area
Ugh.
anyways. So
Ugh.
we pull up to this like donut shop that he's at, He gets in the car. He starts talking about his life and everything he's going through, and like, oh, my mom is, really broke, and my sisters are this and that, blah, 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 blah. Then he starts going into like this whole spiel about this new company he's working for, where they sell energy drinks, but it's like, it's not like the shitty stuff that's in Monster and fucking Red Bull. It's like health. I forgot what the company was called, but like
Herbalife.
it might have been.
Herbalife.
But bro, he's laying it on thick.
Yeah.
And he's saying how like this company can really change my life. And he's showing us pictures of the people who like work in this scheme and how they all have like brand new cars and shoes. And he's literally like giving us the whole fucking rundown of this company. And he's like, if you guys just buy 3 cases of this shit. And she was like, yeah, I'll think about it. I don't have money right now. And I never had money, especially 7 years ago. So I'm just like, yeah, bro, later. And I was like, bro, we could have been fucking this whole time. And you made, like, we made me sit through this.
You got a sales pitch.
Bullshit.
It was a sales pitch. And
it was funny too, because like she was one of those girls that like every dude that was like no dude was her friend for real, but like she would also like always make it seem like they were. Like she would overestimate her importance in other people's lives. Which is sad, but
OD sad.
Wow.
But like, I knew that, because like I really cared about her. Cared about her. So when she like this nigga hit her up, I was like, this nigga wants something. And then I was like,
I really care about her as I'm in her guts. Shut up, Justin, you piece of crap.
First of all, I care about all the guts I'm in. Whoa. We're not putting misogynistic on me. I care about all the guts I've been in. I'm friends with most of the girls I've slept with. Well, I probably shouldn't say that for the.
That's great. That's great for you, sir.
Can we talk about that?
Outing yourself.
Is that a red flag? Oh. I feel like that's not a red flag.
It is.
Being friends with
why would you? No, people, because I like girls have told me like, oh, you're friends with so many people you've hooked up with. I was like, yeah, like why would I not be friends with people I hooked up with? Like, wouldn't that be a red flag? If like everyone who sucked my dick now hates me, that'd be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
No. I'm not gonna say like it. There is a mythos to everyone sucking your dick not being your enemy, but anyone who fucks you is. So I don't know. There's something in the air that kind of does align with that, because that is something that's true in many people's lives, including mine. But there, like, you get to a point where, like, I don't know, man. Like, there's like, okay, 1 person, 2 people, 5 people. You go, okay, cool. But like once you like every person, like, what do you mean? Like, and you just like, yeah.
You know what? You know what though?
She delivers my groceries.
I feel like it's kind of, because like if every person who I ever hooked up with like didn't like me or just had no feelings for me, I'd be Kanye basically. Kanye, I don't think anybody Kanye's ever been with fucks with him on a high level at all, and he's making sure Kim don't.
Right.
Really? She's really making sure. Yo, look at you hitting the algorithm again. Let's get back on that, because you know what? Kanye West is actually trending over the Super Bowl.
To be honest, it's a really whack Super Bowl. So that's probably why.
Listen, no.
The halftime show is insane.
Bro, listen, it doesn't matter. It's still a major televised event that is going throughout the world. Yet Kanye West threatening to throw Kid Cudi off his album, and his family drama being number 1 in the world trending is a big deal. I don't know what's going on.
I feel like the Super Bowl won't be a thing in our lifetime. Maybe like 85 years old, but I feel like it's slowly different.
You're crazy.
Fucking
it's
drugs,
advertising, bro. Marketing. The
well,
eyeballs.
Here's my thing. The reason I say that is because when we were kids, right, getting a spot on the Super Bowl, like as a commercial, was the cost of it was way higher, because like that was when the most eyes were on television. But in the same way, people always have. Well, no, it isn't, because in the same way, people always have that debate of like, is Drake the next Michael Jackson? No, not because Drake isn't great or whatever. Because
who has had that conversation? Do people have that conversation?
That conversation happens all the time. Oh, definitely.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
how do you? Okay,
the reason there will never be another Michael Jackson is because
everything is different.
Don't have to pay attention to TV anymore. So, like, in the same way, like, you can be a super famous celebrity, but like nobody knows. You can still go to the grocery store because you're just a micro niche internet celebrity. Like, you might, like, you didn't know who Kevin Samuels was, right? Kevin Samuels has 1.1 million YouTube followers, and that was when I checked 2 months ago. And he was just in a video with Future, and you have no idea who this person is. So people don't have to pay attention to the Super Bowl or anything like that as much. And like I said, in our lifetime, not anytime soon, but like 50 years from now, I don't think it'll be as like massive.
I do
See, I
not
feel
agree.
like you're discounting this one really important aspect, and it's how hard people, especially white people, go for football. Like, you think
Black
that's gonna
people
And
go
stop?
football,
really
and here's
hard
the
for
thing too,
football, bro.
football
Black people
is
go
the
really
biggest
hard.
sport in the world. Soccer is, and how often do we hear about soccer? Soccer is the biggest thing in the world, and how often
Well,
do
no,
we
all right.
Americans hear
Now
about it?
you're getting silly, because now you're just conflating two things that don't make sense. Because
Mhm.
yes, football, actual football, soccer is the biggest sport in the world. However, America has never given a fuck about the rest of the world. American football, like, we took a sport and
That's
said we're
named
going to use
football.
that name,
Mhm.
even
And
though it
call-
doesn't have shit
and
to do with
s-
it.
Instead of calling it what it is, hand egg, motherfucker, it's welcome to the hand egg. Like,
Bro,
listen,
white people go unbelievably hard for foot. And you know what? Let's just say people,
Oh, this
because
generation for sure.
people of color and football,
yo,
you
they
know,
be going hard.
sports, like, we are bred to do those things. The
Mhm.
way these white
We
people
are.
make it seem, that's our job. So the Super Bowl ain't never going fucking away, man. Never fucking, no way, bro.
No.
No
I
way.
mean, definitely.
No way.
That's the thing. You're saying now. I'm
Okay,
saying
hold
2
on.
generations of people from now. When we're 80, that's
Bro, you think
50
niggas gonna stop
years.
playing football, bro? They're
Here's the
they're
clip.
making
I'm not saying
they're
it's going to
making
stop existing. I'm saying like right now we're 3 niggas who are not watching the Super Bowl, and I'm sure 10 years
Well,
ago the only thing we could have done is at least go to a Super Bowl party. So 50 years from now,
Okay.
there's a lot of niggas who don't watch the Super Bowl. Like, there's a
yeah,
lot
and I'm
of
saying
us.
those numbers will increase over time to the point where Super Bowl will just be like a sporting event in the same way like niggas
Okay.
don't pay attention to soccer in America.
But
Maybe
we do.
I'm
we
not
don't
saying it's
have.
going away.
We
I'm
do
not
pay
saying it's going
attention to
away.
soccer
I'm
in
just saying
America.
like it will not be like the fact that like Kanye is trending over the Super Bowl is I don't think it's strange. And I don't think and next year somebody else will be trending and then next year if it's the day of the Super Bowl and it's not trending at all in 10 years, I won't be surprised.
Okay. So what if we
And
go
also this is a
past
whack poll.
humans? Okay, whatever. Listen, we get it. We're not the sports podcast, and none of us even there. But
Yeah, why am
what
I
if
arguing against like you guys are like, nigga, I love sports. I'm like, do we?
No.
We just
It's
know
just like
the vehicle.
there's objective. It's like an objective, like, you know, kind of opinion about the state of the world and entertainment. That's what
I
the
think the
argument is right
halftime
now.
show is more important overall culturally than the Super Bowl and has been for like at least 5 years now. But I don't
Sure.
think the Super Bowl in itself is it's going to be out of like the mainstream, I guess, by the time we're 80.
I don't believe I
Okay,
can. You know why?
listen.
The reason why I can't believe that is because it's like it's part of American culture, so hard body
Mm.
that
But
it's
American culture
What
changes all
if
the time.
no, but it doesn't though. It doesn't. Like, it doesn't that change that much. Like,
it
we're
won't?
still America is still shitty ass America. Like, the Europeans
Oh.
still think the same things about us. They're still like, y'all niggas are corny. We're laughing at you. White
Okay.
people still think they're supreme because they are.
You're
Because
right.
they're racist.
They
Man,
are.
this shit ain't never
Hold on.
changed, bro.
Hold on. What if we go past humans in football in general, and what if we go to a deep cut mutant football league? Because I feel like that was way more fun. Did you guys ever watch this as a kid? It was a TV show, didn't run long, and it was about mutants playing football.
Damn sure it didn't run long. I don't know what the fuck
Oh
you talking
my
about.
god,
It
was
something's tickling in my
awesome.
brain. Hold on, let me Google this.
Mutant League. Look that up. It is a brand new breed of athlete. And I'm fighting for this. What if here's the Mutant League, right? We get everybody gassed up. Everybody's on hormones. Everybody is at least 6'5" or better. And if you grow an extra arm, better. If you change your skin color, way better. Mutant Football
I do
League.
remember this show.
This can usurp the Super Bowl. What if every year we're watching like octopuses versus like, you know, the 6-arm group? Like that would be great. I think we need to get there.
Oh, you know what wouldn't shock me? If a different sport came along in the next 50 years that overtook football. That's a good
That would shock the shit out of me.
Honestly, I wouldn't. You know what? This is. I feel like this is a hot take because I don't really believe it myself. But I feel like maybe gaming may have the same fucking like in the hierarchy as Super Bowl one day because
Okay.
gaming is getting so
Oh
fucking
no,
big.
Oh, that's a
that's not a hot take. I
yeah.
think you're
That's
right.
like a
Because
I don't know if I fully
colleges have
believe that, but
added
I
coaches.
wouldn't believe it for
I have a friend.
colleges for gaming.
Yeah. So I have a friend who actually is a coach for a community college, Lackawanna Community College. Shout out Brandon. He's a coach, and they run League of Legends, I think Overwatch, and something else. So yeah, it's a full esports team, man. And high schools are doing this, colleges are doing this, and yeah, no, I don't think you're far off. I mean, esports went from like, haha, you're gonna get what, like,
yeah.
for winning a Donkey Kong game, to people realizing, oh, those contests can be really lucrative. It can be $1 million purse. It could be, a sponsorship for the rest of, your tenure as a pro gamer. Oh, it can mean that your entire life is flipped upside down. I mean, these guys are used to being in a room by themselves playing all day, farting away, to like being on a stage with at least,
Far and
what,
away.
yeah, like 10,000 people, maybe a few less, maybe a few hundred. It doesn't matter. Like, people are watching, and now millions of people are watching it, like, on streaming devices. There's channels dedicated to it, bro. It's not far off. It's not far off for sure.
Yeah.
But
Not
I don't
definitely
know
not.
about replacing the Super Bowl entirely. But I mean, everything has its advertising potential, and when
I
you get a
mean,
product that.
just look at the average like child, right? Like, what is it? sixty
Mhm.
percent of kids want to be YouTubers. When we were growing up, 60% of the kids wanted to be football players or in the NFL or not the NFL, the NBA or whatever. So
MLB, I gotta make that MLB money, bro.
I still want to be a hockey player. I wish I could skate. Hockey's hard. Have you ever been to a live hockey game?
I have. I've been to a couple.
Yes.
That shit is easily. I've
Mhm.
been to a hockey game live. I've been to a hockey game, a baseball game, not football or basketball. I would say hockey is the most fun. I would. It's the most fun to watch, and if I could skate, it looks like the most fun to play.
Yeah. Here's why
So
hockey
do it.
wasn't that fun for like it was super fun to watch, but then I just never felt like I belonged there. Like I just never felt like I belonged.
Why? Because you're black.
Not because I'm black, but because everybody else is the kind of white that doesn't like black people.
Oh, Staten whites.
No, not just statin whites. Not just statin
Oh yeah.
whites. That's not just out here. Go to a bar in the city during a Rangers game,
Oh
or
yeah.
I saw the Rangers and the Devils play in Jersey. Man, I did not feel good. I did not feel I saw the Rangers play in Madison Square Garden. Did not feel good. I did not feel good about that shit. Like shit was not cool.
I don't know. I mean, I love to toot my white person hate horn, but of sports fans, I feel like hockey fans are the least racist. I have no
You
statistics to back that up,
nah
not at
okay.
all. But
Nah,
I
all
just feel
right.
like
See, I'm a
overall hockey
Mm.
fans, because I feel like okay,
so
baseball super racist,
Bro,
football super
so
there's
racist.
literally
I'm a
no
I'm a
people of color in
I'm
a
a
hockey team. There's literally have a
I'm
whole
gonna break
sport
this
where it's
down.
just full of white guys.
Having experience, I come from a lot of people like sports, my family and shit like that. I've been to baseball games live, been to basketball games live, been to hockey games live, been to soccer games live. Um, I never been to a football game, but
Hmm.
football crowd very multicultural, lots of black and white people. Soccer, obviously, all cultures because it's a cultural sport. Basketball, we already know what that's like. Like you go to a bar to watch a basketball game, right? And there's gonna be a bunch of white guys who are just gonna be like, "Yeah, man, that guy's the best. I love that guy." Um, because
Wow.
because he's
I like that.
because he's a black athlete who he sees as a, but you won't feel the racism from him immediately. In hockey, though, you look around like in a bar during a Rangers game, and it's like the other team too. The niggas are there from the other team, and you're like, bro, I don't. It's not even just also white people. It's like it's the kind of white people, which sounds crazy, but it's like, you get the specific working class, like moderate to right on the political spectrum kind of white person. Um, and then a lot of these hockey teams and their coaches like support a lot of that fucked up ass shit, because this is a completely white dominated sport. So like those niggas is racist. Now, obviously, they're not racist because of anything I said. I'm just saying from like what it feels like to be around the different crowds of the different sports. Like being around hockey fans, like I felt like being in a Rangers jersey. I still got some hockey jerseys because hockey jerseys are fucking dope. But I was just like, man, I feel like I'm sucking dick so much right now trying to be all cool with these white people, hoping they accept me because we like the same team because we're from New York. Like they see me in the bar, they're like, yeah, man, let LGR. And I'm like, the Rangers coach is racist, and he says he thinks Black lives don't matter. So like, fuck y'all, bro. Fuck y'all, all of y'all.
Well, I mean,
There's
I
a
won't
lot of
argue
hot
that,
takes.
but I'm just in my experience, like Philly is very black, and because Pennsylvania as a whole is a very like big hockey state, a lot of niggas in
Sure.
Philly are into hockey.
The flag,
And
yeah.
I feel like, well, obviously, I feel the reason there's not hockey players that are black is because there's a barrier for entry, right? Like you need to
Yes.
obviously have access to a rink and
Yes.
be in a certain tax bracket to do that, to even like
Yes.
practice that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to be on a team. Yeah,
I feel like whenever like I'm at a hockey event, like white people are very like happy I'm there. Like,
yes,
oh.
they are. Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they fucking are. Look, guys. Look, we got one. Look at him. He wants to be one of us. He's one of the good ones. He's not one of those. He's not one of those. He's
NASCAR
not one
and
of those
hockey.
kind of black guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, definitely. They're gonna
Yeah.
see you in taking a video in your pickup truck, and like 5 minutes after the Rangers game, explain how PC
Don't get me
culture
wrong, I'm
is
not
just
fucking
so
about it. I'm just saying like football fans have been like the easily
He's
most
jacking
racist,
it.
but also like
Yeah.
football has the most fans, and
Yeah.
so that would probably be
Like
why.
right,
But
like the it's like, well, there's the most fans, therefore the most of them are racist because of numbers and white people.
Yeah,
and math.
that's really what it
and
is.
also
America.
there's no barrier entry for football. Like anybody can play
Right.
football, therefore a lot
Right.
of poor people play it.
Yes, and that's our ticket out. Same
But
thing with
we should all go to a
basketball.
hockey game. I
No.
can't wait for us to
No.
hang out in
Okay.
real life. It's been literally 2 years. I think since the last time we were all in the same room.
Hockey
My
games for
birthday.
me. Hockey was fun for me
Let's do it.
because like one, being outside, being in a stadium for whatever you're going through is cool. And then drinking and yelling. It's hard to see shit in hockey, man. You gotta have fast eyes to fucking really catch shit in hockey. Every time I watch hockey, I blink or I look somewhere, and that's when the shit happens. And I'm always just like, I don't know what the fuck. There's so many times I've been at hockey games and some shit would happen, and I start cheering, thinking we scored, and we didn't. Man,
Oh man, that's embarrassing.
sports are just not my fucking thing anymore. I love basketball,
It's
though,
okay.
but I don't watch it anymore. Yeah.
It's okay. You know what? We're
Everybody's
not.
like, "Who's
we're
your
not
team?" I'm
the
like-
people coming.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I
We don't
mean,
have
I'll
those
say
hot-
this. A
hot
goal of
opinions.
mine is to be in a stadium and see that $12 tall boy and be like, I got it. That's what my goal is. That's the shit about fucking sporting events or really any like live stadium events.
Can I
The
ruin your
upcharge
day?
on beer and fucking.
I've done that before. It
Can I
doesn't feel
ruin your
good.
day?
I mean, I guess it feels
It's
good when you got
$20.
money and it's not a problem. But like when you're like, damn, I really
It's
want to enjoy
$20
this game.
now. It's not $12.
Yeah.
It is not $12.
Well,
It is
the last time I
$20.
went was in Allentown. In Allentown, there's no way you're charging $20 for a tall boy. They'll burn
Right.
the place down.
They'll burn- right.
Yeah, that's Allentown. Like there is no what team comes out of Allentown? Like
Literally,
Besides,
they
like,
have it. Allentown has a hockey team. What are they called? Their shit is
Yeah,
orange. Phantoms.
okay.
In
And
their
that's-
little
that's
D league.
fine.
That's not the NHL. you know?
Exactly.
That's not the
Exactly. Like nobody's going. Like it's not the Prudential Center in
Yeah.
Allentown.
No, yeah, there's the PPL Center in Allentown. You should know this. You're in Pennsylvania still. The Phantoms are a big thing out there. You don't know that?
care.
Google it.
it's like non-professional hockey or like smaller professional hockey. Niggas
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
just a minor league. Yeah.
He's
it's
a
just a
Spanish
smaller-
nigga from
'cause-
Queens.
Y'all dissing the Phantoms right now. I got I feel away, bro. My Pennsylvania pride is kicking in right now. No, it's
Oh,
not.
you're hurting
You know
my
why?
feelings.
You know why? Because their jerseys are fucking orange. If they weren't fucking like highway worker orange, because that like color gives me PTSD from having worked so many warehouse jobs, then I would fuck with the Phantoms. But
Yes.
because those games are fun. But other than that, like if they had some green shit, I might be
It'd
on
be
here with
hard.
some Phantoms merch. But shout out to my ex who I bought
So
Phantoms merch
do
for.
it.
I got a fire green
Just do
St.
it.
Patrick's Day Rangers jersey with my boy's name on it. My boy's name on it from when he passed away.
I feel like
I just got a
I only
Stone
like
Cold
hockey
one.
merch when niggas are moshing in it. This is a very niche white
Yeah.
conversation, but when niggas
No.
mosh in hockey jerseys, it looks crazy.
Hockey jerseys are tough, bro. They're fucking tough. That shit you're wearing right now, Christian, is tough. Even though it's like Stone Cold wrestling, like it's like
Also, what does Stone Cold have to do with
Even
hockey? Why does he
though-
make a hockey jersey?
Nothing.
It's the same reason why there are
There's
hardcore bands that make hockey
shout
shirts.
out.
Like
There's a brand that's called Chalkline, and they make all kinds of crazy shit like this. They make like full on like Bret Hart, like the Hitman like jackets, like full on pink. Like it's
Ooh.
listen,
that's
I would buy
tough.
any of that shit. Yeah.
Can I just once I just say
It's
can I say I just
expensive.
love that shit? Like I don't know what the legality of it is, but like how people can just make merch of like wrestlers or like anime characters with the whole ass character on it and like no one sues them. I don't know how that shit works.
You have to pay for the license. Those companies pay for the license.
Oh, these are
Well,
licensed.
that's a beautiful thing because I
Yeah,
love that like tattoo artists will like make like this one tattoo artist I follow from here, BD Tats TATTZ.
Okay.
He's like making a bunch of like Demon Slayer skateboards right now, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
man, that's pretty sick that I can just like walk to a tattoo shop and buy a Demon Slayer skateboard,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and nobody's getting sued about it.
Right. I mean, I don't know if he
Yeah,
purchased the license.
you do
but
have
I
a
do
play
know
licensing.
if you go to like Primark and you see a whole bunch of new like fucking bullshit like and like Knicks jerseys. It's like, oh, how did they sell basketball stuff here? It's like, nah, they just pay for the license and get to print it so people will buy it. It's a smart move. It's smart. It's a smart.
I actually heard a
It's
story
expensive.
this weekend about how Rihanna was doing an interview like years and years and years ago, and the dude had a shirt on that had like her album cover on it, maybe like her first album, and they do the interview, and the guy's like, "Hey, can you sign my shirt?" And she's like, "Sure." And she signs the shirt. And she's like, "Where'd you get this from?" And he was like, wherever he got it from. And then I guess they never didn't pay the licensing, so Rihanna sued them for $5 million and won.
He was like, "Good to know, bro. Thanks, yo, John. Handle this."
Thanks for the
Primark
free money.
35th.
Thanks for the free money.
That nigga bought a
No,
shirt and then snitched.
They will. So certain brands and companies are more litigious than others. Like the NFL is very protective over certain things like that. They'll shut down mom and pops trying to put and I'm sure you've seen this, Justin, being in Pennsylvania, because there's always like those weird crafters around. They'll like make stuff out of wood and it'll say like whatever football team you really care about. And they'll shut your shit down. And I mean, you could be making maybe $200 in a month, and that's
like a popsicle stick statue of the Eagles logo, and like, and like you
literally
just see, like,
the
a football
NFL
player
just
come to your
killing
house
you.
with a gun and just
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You get these very shadowy figures. No, like
You know what I hate?
I think
and I think my whole thing about football not being in the lexicon is just me wishful thinking because, dude, I remember, and this is, again, I'm a person who knows nothing about sports, but when I Googled how much football team owners are worth, oh my God, I wanted to throw up. Every single one of them is a billionaire white person who is a million years old. Like, it looks, and like, so like now it's not sitting right with me, right? It's like you got these billion-dollar guys.
Yep.
Owning a bunch of Negroes, some of which are not making, a lot of them are making a lot of money, but some of them are not making that much money. And these ancient motherfucks are billionaires because they own all the licensing and all the this and all of that, and there's everything that the NFL and the NBA encompasses. And it's like, oh my God, the optics don't look good here.
No, I mean, but that's a story. That's a story, and it's unfair. I mean, it's not just these bigger leagues. It's the NCAA. It's colleges. They start off these really unhealthy ways to have their stars like get muted, not being able to get sponsorships. Like you get fucking college athletes still eating fucking ramen and shit, and like playing for a Division I team because they can't go for a sponsorship and they're not maybe they get hit off some way, maybe they get the freeway, but there's no exchange of money that would ever make sense in that regards, because those colleges own that logo forever. Own all the merchandising
Mhm.
that you purchase forever.
Yeah.
Everything that you put on your body as a brand for them, you're just, you can be the best player, for that season and for the next few seasons, and not even have the option to get traded into to
Yeah. The NBA.
But could you imagine
a
though, like
major
if that
league.
was reparations? Like if a team owner dies, then like there's like a bill passed that like all their money has to get trickled down into the ghettos of the players they have. So like if you own the Eagles, your billions when you die now goes to the city of Philadelphia.
That'd be
That's
sick.
And like
nice.
affordable housing that Dave Chappelle would shut down.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that Dave Chappelle is gonna fucking
He doesn't live in
rally
Philly. He
against.
just comes there like, fuck this. I don't like that. I don't like Negroes having homes.
Yeah,
Damn,
they should have
man.
never gave you money.
Niggas money.
They should have never gave that
Um,
nigga money. God damn, if we're full circle now. We're
Damn.
full circle now.
Full
He
circle.
told us.
Jesus.
He told us it was happening a long time ago.
It was happening.
He
Could you
told us.
imagine
And
if he came to that meeting just like in a full fur coat, like he was in the player haters ball? You won't give no,
No, not
affordable
even player
housing to
haters
Buck
ball.
Nasty.
like literally just him with a Tyrannosaurus Rex egg, just waiting for it to hatch in his like gold fucking and diamond like encrusted robe. Like it
Yeah.
might as well be. It might as well be. Like
You know what? I'm
I'm
definitely
good,
glad I
bro.
didn't get that Chappelle tattoo that I was gonna get. I was gonna get the nigga from the player haters ball tattooed on me with like the logo. Like I wish the worst on you and everyone you ever know.
That would be.
What does he say?
Yeah, yeah.
I hope all the bad things happen to you and nobody else but you.
Nobody else but you.
I was gonna get that tattooed on
It's
my
such a
knee. I
good.
got him from Powerpuff Girls
You
instead.
should. You should
I'm so
still.
glad that there are a lot of tattoos that I always wanted that I end up not getting. Because there's nothing like being younger and like older people tell you, oh, you're gonna regret that when you're older, or don't do that, you're gonna feel different. It's always like, yeah, nigga, fuck you, I'm who I am, and then you get older and you're like, whoo, that's a bullet I fucking dodged because that person was right.
Don't trust anyone on my arm, and I'm a salesperson. That's a regretful tattoo. Like I'm telling you,
I don't
trust
really
me, trust me,
regret-
trust me.
I don't really regret any of mine, only because like I do have some bad tattoos, but I have so many that it just adds to the collage that is me, so it's fine.
Yeah.
If I had like 3 tattoos, I'm sure I'd hate them all because I have so
Right.
many. It's just
Right.
like I'm just a tatted
Yeah.
nigga now.
Yes, bad tattoos are cool. It's a thing. If you got mad of them, and it really represents like,
It's giving little peep.
Yeah. Give a little peek,
I just look like a
Those
sex
are-
icon. Are you both like just rolling up aggressively? Yeah, look like y'all like watching you guys. It looks like you're both like looking down. It looks like you're racing to see who could roll the fastest.
Oh, is that what it is?
Nah,
Yeah, no.
Christian would smoke me, no pun intended, but I know he would smoke me in that shit.
Oh,
man.
that would be nice, man. If
A
you
rolling
die,
contest.
I will smoke you. If we burn your
See,
ashes.
It's funny. That's actually how the
'Cause-
term smoking somebody as disrespect came about, because of the idea of smoking someone's ashes respectfully. That was the original intention, and then it was co-opted by the ops. And they started saying, "Yeah, we smoked."
I'm just
on your name,
saying,
too."
in the spirit of how high, I would do that. And like, what, like, you could help me through life, and like, we can get to the next level. Yo,
That'd be sick.
I think
If
that
you could smoke all
that'd
your
be sick.
dead homies
think
and they
it'd be
were
fun.
with you. That'd be so dope, bro.
Yeah. But like, yo, the answer's C. Like, like, and you just get ahead of everything. And it's like, I don't know, man.
You know what's funny?
I would do that. I think that's a good time.
I had a dark thought, not a dark thought, but it was like this guy on TikTok I was following. He was saying that he wanted his funeral to be as cheap as possible, right? So he wanted to get cremated. He wanted his ashes like planted in the ground, like on his property, whatever.
Okay.
Have a tree grown, and then have that tree like whittled into like an instrument of some kind, like a flute. And I was just thinking, like, that's a really sweet thought,
Aw.
but like trees take a while to
a lot
grow,
of work,
and like
bro.
I don't think anyone would commit to that. Which was kind of like sad. Like
Niggas
imagine
gonna
like
forget.
20 years later, someone's like, "Oh, and great grandpa wanted this whittle into a saxophone." Like, nigga, I'm playing Warzone. I'm not whittling no saxophone for this nigga. I ain't met him.
Never.
I was 3 when he died. I'm not whittling shit.
Listen, that was actually a good an idea I had also. The living urn. That's what that's called. or bio urn, if I remember correctly. And you could be straight up just a tree. You know what? I'm good, bro. Like, just make me a
Yeah,
tree. I'm chill.
that's how
I don't
I
gotta
feel
be
like that
anything.
sounds dope
I
too.
want my body
It
eaten by
does.
tigers, and I want to be shit out on the
Ooh,
land, on the sands of
a
Africa.
weeping willow. What is wrong with you? What? Who has hurt you so
That's
deeply
that's
that you
A
just want to
that's
lot.
be
natural,
eaten?
bro. The idea of funerals like freaks me out. Like we know that when you put a body on grass, it decomposes and grows the grass and the produce and the ground, whatever.
Okay.
So why the fuck would we put ourselves in $7,000 boxes? Like that sounds weird.
Oh,
And
that's
there's something
stupid,
like
in my
weird and
opinion.
voodoo like with that. There's some kind of dark magic going on
Yeah.
there. I don't believe in shit, but that sounds like a really sick scheme that I don't fuck with. I just want to die like an animal, and I want to be shit out and back into the universe and back into the earth. I feel like I'm cutting my spirit off if I'm getting in a
We
box.
can
It's
do
weird.
that.
Y'all heard
We
it
can do
here
that. But
first.
you definitely got.
Like if
You
I
have
find out
to
I'm
write.
dying, I want to be gored by a bull. I'm gonna go to the forest like a dog and die and lay in the snow and be eaten by wolves,
You know,
like
That
God
Justin,
sounds.
intended.
I just remembered you asked a question in the chat that we were supposed to answer on the pod. We haven't spoken about it yet. Do you
Which one was
remember?
that? I say a lot of things.
It was you picked the two baddest bitches in the world, or the one baddest bitch in the world, and it was
Okay, no, it
the
was,
three
you
baddest
gotta
bitches in the world.
you gotta pick
Go
two. You
ahead, go
gotta
ahead.
pick three bad bitches. The three
Mhm.
baddest bitches you can think of, right? Now, all these bitches want to fuck you, but with the stipulation that two other men have to be there and also join in this sex party. You don't have to touch or anything, but they have to be there. Who are the three women? Who are the two men?
Wow. See, I thought it was just I didn't
That's
even
really
I
crazy.
So it's a
I
three
actually
on three, and you're picking all the players.
I and you're the captain, and you're the captain. Yeah.
It's NBA
I actually
2K.
I didn't have an answer for this at all. I just wanted to talk about it because that shit was crazy. Yeah. Who are the
Because
women?
like somebody like alluded to
What are
that on
you
another
going
podcast.
for?
It was like a husband and wife, and the girl was they were like kind of joking but talking about like their fantasy gangbang. I was just like,
Um
I don't know if it's a fantasy anymore if you're talking about it on a live podcast.
Now, what can you pick two studs instead of men?
no, it's got to be men.
Ooh.
It's homophobic.
It really is. It really is, Justin. You know, this hypothetical just threw us for a loop.
Because then I would pick like Young and May and who's
I feel like I would not want to fuck with Young M.A. in the room. I feel like Young M.A. would out fuck me,
I
bro.
wouldn't either.
Actually, you know what?
Oh,
Young M.A. wouldn't. Young M.A.
She's
is an
a
alcoholic. I
bull,
don't think she's got
bro.
it like that.
she gonna have
No.
whiskey
Well,
dildo.
she don't need to have it like that. Her
Whiskey
fucking
strap.
She's gonna have the whiskey strap. She's gonna have whiskey dildo. She's not gonna be able to operate the strap because she's gonna be too drunk. She's a little schmiz.
Ooh.
Yo, when that song came out, bro, that song is still so hard. That beat is so
Oh, shit.
fucking crazy. Ooh, I'm
Snoop
about to bump
is
that.
in full Crip gear, bro. Like literally, he is completely in full. Like he's got the Ram colors in there, but it is full on like Crip Paisley. Yeah, this
So is
man
that who
has
you're having an
never.
orgy with? Is Crip? Is Snoop Dogg and
Oh,
Crip
you know
here?
what?
It's gonna be a
Is
real
You know
Young
gang
what?
bang.
hanging out in the blue boxers?
Dr. Dre and
I
Snoop.
feel like he would be really supportive, or at least okay. To what was it? Cheech and Chong, definitely there because they would be supportive. They definitely have some weed, and they wouldn't be able to do anything, right? So they don't got to join. They don't do anything.
It's a good
The
move.
three is harder
My
to
favorite hot girls
figure out.
are interchangeable because I like all girls really. I would make it multicultural if it was three women. So it would have to be a dark skin,
Oh
a
yeah,
light skin. I don't want a white girl in there.
Priyanka.
Maybe some kind of Asian. You know
Mm.
what? We'll get some kind of middle. Actually, no. Who's that Middle Eastern John that's in that one show? She's really annoying on Twitter, but like she's in The Good Place. That show.
No, she's yeah, Priyanka. That's what I was saying. I think that's
Yes, her.
Priyanka Chopra. She's
She's there. Let's get her in the three. Then we're gonna have Bria Miles because she's a baddie, and we'll have Justine Skye. So we're going two dark skins. We don't really need light skin in there. Two dark skins and Indian. The two dudes. It's either y'all two for content, or
Oh no! Oh no! We're not doing that.
Y'all two, I'm filming the whole event. It's
would
going
be a
on the
live
hub,
pod.
and I'm gonna be on
live-
rock the whole time, and your guys gonna be like trying to outfuck me, and it's just gonna be a competition.
We're not out.
Yo.
We're not joining.
Blue Chew,
Why would we
you
join?
really gotta holla at us, bro. We out here putting on.
He's out here
Let's see, which-
wilding.
Okay, so
Which
my
two?
three
Give
women.
me two niggas who can't
Respect.
outfuck me. Which two niggas cannot outfuck me,
See-
but also aren't gross? Because I feel like Cheech and Chong is. If Cheech and Chong in the room, I'm not
Nah,
staying hard,
man,
bro.
they're
I need
nice.
I need two pretty niggas that can't outfuck me. Because I need some
See-
hot guys in the room.
I was going
No.
for two niggas who can outfuck me, so that when I'm done, I could tap out and these bitches could be taken care of. You know. However,
I need
though,
too much cardio to tap out.
when I came up with that idea, that was with non-actual like decided women. Now they decide the women. It would just have to be 3 versions of me, because it's gonna be my wife in different hairstyles, and I guess
What
it'll
is
be
she?
me at different lengths of my locks.
Wow, this is weird.
This is
I
the
didn't know we
most
get to the
monogamous
multiverse.
fantasy of all time.
Yeah, it really is.
Nah, I'm clapping. I'm trying to think. Who are two pretty niggas that I know can't outfuck me? Could Keanu Reeves outfuck me? Probably.
I don't know.
That's
Probably- he's
weird
probably-
to ask. That's weird to.
He's
even
probably
think
definitely
about.
on a lot of steroids that are just juicing him up.
You think so?
I feel like
I
Keanu
don't know,
Reeves is
man.
held together by a lot of medical strings that are gonna enhance him as a human. I'm just a regular nigga, I don't have all the
Okay, what about-
performance enhancers
okay,
on.
here-
He's
Hero.
looking
Here we
older
go.
lately. I don't.
Joe Rogan. Have Joe Rogan watch, because he would definitely have a coronary before you finish.
You know what?
So-
Yeah, I want Joe Rogan in there because I feel like Joe Rogan
And Alex
could maybe
Jones.
outfuck me,
Joe
but I need to
Rogan.
know because it's gonna ruin it for me though. Because like, but then he's white, so like it's gonna be like me fucking Bria Miles while Joe Rogan's in her mouth. I don't know if and we're gonna be locking eyes. We're gonna be locking eyes the whole time. You know what I mean? Because I know he said the N word a bunch of times. I'm gonna be mad about it, but I want this. Like I'm gonna be establishing dominance out of over Joe Rogan while also trying to enjoy this orgy.
I don't think that can
Oh
work.
no.
I mean, I think it can work in a very non-heterosexual way. If that's
Could you imagine if I just said Ben Shapiro and Ben Shapiro was just like laying absolute pipe? You know what? I don't think Ben Shapiro can get his dick up with 2 black women in the room. He'd be too scared.
Yeah, that's a good move because now, boom, that's one nigga who's technically there, but
Okay,
not
so you have
involved.
Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan. There you go. Yeah. And it's Issa Rae. Are you fucking Issa Rae for the culture?
Am I
He
fucking
said,
Issa
I'm
Rae
fucking
for-
Issa Rae for myself.
I like how you just threw Issa Rae in there. Just like
He assumed
Because it's
Issa
a
Rae was one of
callback
those.
to one of our episodes.
oh, that's right. We did talk about running a
Insecure.
train on Issa Rae.
Issa Rae and Ben Shapiro.
No, it was Risa Trey and it was Issa Rae and Ben
Issa Rae and
Shapiro
Ben
having sex.
Shapiro, yeah, in the
Yeah,
hood in
bro.
Compton.
Come on. Listen, I'm on brand.
You
Yo,
are.
you guys are
That was
despicable.
a
You know what?
good
Actually, I'm gonna take out
Deep cut.
Priyanka and I'm gonna throw in Serena Williams because I feel like now it's a real. We're all fucking for alpha, right? It's just me, Serena, and Joe. Bria Miles is just there to look pretty. Ben Shapiro's not erect, so now it's just like it's a 3-way of champs, really. You know what? I'm
Wow.
gonna throw Serena the strap on as well, and we're gonna really
Oh shit!
just fight for the
This-
top.
Shit got so-
Fight for the top. Fight for the top.
Oh, that's so good. Fight for the top. That's so good.
And that's gonna be live streamed.
You're damn right. It's gonna be live streamed. If we're gonna have all those people in there, damn. Yeah, no, I went with Cheech and Chong, man, and you went with
actually,
like a
somebody
very
on,
strategical.
It's gonna be an event. I can't just have a regular orgy, dude. I'm not a regular nigga, bro. I gotta do everything big. All right, everything big and for alpha status. Although it was funny because some girl was saying that she was gonna go on live on OnlyFans sucking dick, and I saw that, and I didn't even know there was like an OnlyFans live feature, and I was like, what must the
kinda
comment
fire.
section be like? Because niggas say weird shit on comments in regular lives, so I can't imagine somebody
Yeah.
sucking dick in the comments
So
being
listen,
anywhere near
They don't
normal.
even need a regular life. Like literally, I was looking at a feed, and it was you guys know I like wrestling. So there was a female wrestler, and her name is Rhea Ripley. If you guys want to look her up, you might be very entertained. She's very she's very tall. She's extremely muscular, but has this very cool like look, right? And not even
Is
three
he goth?
comments in, yeah, not even three comments in, somebody's like, "I wish she would use a strap on me," and this was somebody's Facebook. This was somebody's Facebook. So they had their whole
Damn.
picture, they had the
Their
cover
whole life,
photo, the whole life tied to them, and they
their
said that
employment.
on a picture of her doing one of these joints. Like that's it. Nothing else sexual about it. But he was like, "Man, I wish you would use the strap on me." Like that's caught in 4K, if you ask
That's
me.
bold. That's
Yeah,
bold.
very
New York's
bold.
Well,
boldest.
somebody made racist comments about Rhea Ripley's black boyfriend on April 2021. That was what Google returned. So, but that nigga's fine. He got the long dreads,
Yeah, because
long
she's
meat.
fine, bro. I mean, look at her. She's like just a specimen, if you will.
Weren't you
She's
just
cool as
saying
hell.
that you don't like fake boobs? You're just talking about Coco.
She doesn't have fake boobs, does she? She had like no
Those
boobs.
are those are definitely big fake titties right now.
Oh well, maybe
We shouldn't say
she
fake.
added those.
Augmented. Augmented.
Well,
Yeah.
well, when I at least what I remember her, she didn't have any augmentation, so she had
You know, it's
much
ironic.
like a weightlifter.
I want you to see this picture right now because you give me so much slack for Machine Gun Kelly. Just mentioning his name, but this picture I'm looking at Rhea Ripley right now on her Twitter with no makeup on. She's definitely looking like a jacked Machine Gun Kelly. So I think maybe your Machine Gun Kelly hate is because you want something deeper, and that's to be inside of him.
Maybe. But yeah, I definitely I think we can all revisit that another day because this is a good
End
place
right
to
there
end.
with your lust for MG.
Let's keep the audience wanting more. So again, I'll remind you guys again, if you made it down to this part, thank you. We have been releasing a ton of shorts thanks to Justin. Our YouTube channel has been beefed up. There's lots of content, lots of great stuff you guys can call back to, and we're gonna keep it up. So go ahead and subscribe and make sure you hit the bell for all notifications because we do end up releasing a lot. Every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we end up trying to release an episode. I shoot for 2:00. Sometimes it's not because I'm an idiot, but we will be having lots of interesting things happening quite soon. We've got people that we want to talk to, and I think have an interesting story to share. But I'll pass it on to Sasha. Sasha, you tell us what you got.
All right. So I got a scratch in my throat.
Mhm.
Follow me at thin.cruel.lips on TikTok and Instagram. I was on a podcast today, Black Splaining Podcast. Don't know when that's coming out, but go check them out anyway at Black Splaining Podcast on Instagram. Do I have anything else? No, I do not.
The
Right now.
halftime show is starting right now, so
Oh,
if you guys
shit.
want to catch that, yeah, I
I
would go for
don't.
it. But
I'm gonna watch it
I'm gonna
later
watch it.
eventually. I'm not gonna watch it now. Follow us on our Spotify playlist, National Meat Treasure. It's got some tunes. Follow me on social media at Saint Thrilla, at Youngmoth3, at Regular Size Joey. Search any of those anywhere. Pick a platform. You'll probably find me, except unless you get the orders wrong, and then you won't.
It'll always be in the description anyway.
Exactly.
We got you, baby. All right, this has been the National Meat Treasure. Thank you so much, and peace.